I just wish to advise you guys that what we want to do is to ensure that your mortgages, as well as the car loans and those things, that we ensure that we continue to give you, just as in 2013 when I went to the annual general meeting and I asked them to approve mortgages. Since in 2013, the last annual report will show you guys that I'm the person who's talked about mortgages and billing branches to all of the billing branches in all of the different regions. Today's meeting was unfortunate because several of us, we had a 1 o'clock appointment, and we attempted to ask the chairman if the agenda could be suspended for us to deal with the pertinent issues on the agenda, such as fixing the budget so that we can have loans and mortgages approved for this month and next month. And also we wanted to raise the whole issue surrounding there's some things in terms of the structure for the organization that we need to fix. Before we had an opportunity to delve into those issues, the vice chairman who chaired the meeting said that the meeting is adjourned. So therefore, we're in an awkward position where we don't have money now that is approved for people to get their mortgages. I think this is.
The man is correct.
I think.
That issue that you want to look after is that important right now. The most important thing is to look after this chairmanship.
Right, so
not what y'all want.
Right,
and we don't want y'all, especially you. Especially you are the king and instigator behind this whole thing. We don't want you, and you have to go.
But, if y'all think the government will control you, have to control the money, are you lying?
You can decide. Who are you to make them decide? We don't want you. We don't want you. We don't want you to the poor people money. Everyone is on the poor people money. We don't want you. You got to go.
Government money, there's the poor people, the workers money. The hell was that?
So I do not understand the statement. I'm not sure what the member is referring to. But this year we approve a budget for mortgages and vehicle loans. So there is money to be able to continue for the rest of this year. And so I'm surprised to hear that there is no money. We had no discussion in the meeting this morning about money. And so I was surprised to hear him come out to say that just now.
They are not addressing the issue, you know.
No.
They're just dodging the issue. That's what they're doing. They're just dodging the issue.
But they ain't got money.
They're not going to build the bridge. It's not going to... That is it. That is it. After 30 years I was here.
My simple concern is I've been a member of the credit union for over 2 decades. And what is happening recently, I'm very concerned. I was given an opportunity this morning to speak with some members of the committee. And I was able to ask a couple of questions. As I speak with you, I am not convinced that they know what they're about. I asked particularly what was the basis for the no confidence motion. The response I received, for me, amounts to something personal. I asked, was the no confidence motion debated? No, it was not. I asked if the chairman was given the opportunity to answer to the allegations contained therein. No. And they offered a plethora of instances whereby they tried to make contact with the chair. They tried some social media platform, they tried some messaging, and they're convinced that the messages were received and read, and the chair did not attend the meeting. I said to them, from my vantage point, that I believe some blunders were made. The steps taken, for me, is not sufficient for them to have entertained the no confidence motion. 2, what about due process? And I said to them, I'm appalled I am appalled to the fact that when I look around as to the composition of the committee members, I know that proper decisions should have been made. My thing is, because yes, my position is because the process used to host the chair was flawed. For me, the chairman remains. There is no need for a reinstatement because the medium use was flawed. I came here this morning because I thought I would have been able to be given the opportunity to sit in as an observer. That was denied. I therefore said to Mr. Ben that why, as a long-standing member of the credit union, permission cannot be given for me to sit as an observer. I need to know what is happening. I need to hear what the decisions are, because I am now overly concerned that management for this organization is lacking. Substance for the issue is lacking. Now, I also inquired from them that, look, there was a press conference. I listened to the press conference, and I left the press conference more concerned than when I joined. Because when pertinent questions were being asked, you hear that we signed to confidentiality. Then why host a press conference when you know you signed to confidentiality and you can't answer the questions? You're not making any sense at all to me. I reiterated that, look, for me, it is principles, not men. I am not looking at persona. I am looking at the principles involved. And from my vantage point, I am seeing that the committee erred. The committee erred. And that is all I want to say up to this point. There's a plethora of issues that bothers me as a member of the credit union. And therein lies my concern.